Hi, I'm Matt Collins. I'd like to welcome you to Bob Weber Auto Mart on Douglas Avenue here in Racine, across from Douglas Park. We specialize in 1-year-old, low mileage, almost new cars. And if you'd like to stop by and see them, or see them on our website, bobweberautomart.com, we could save you between $5,000 and $10,000 on your next almost new car purchase.
Welcome into another edition of Sports Junkies. I'm Steve Sparky Fifer with Sports Radio 1250 WSSP in Milwaukee. He, of course, Gery Woelfel of the Racine Journal-Times. Time to talk high school football once again, as it was a successful weekend last weekend for Racine County, as they see 3 teams advance to the next round of the playoffs. We'll start first with Waterford as they get by South Milwaukee. 14-7, a low-scoring affair. I thought they would have taken care of South Milwaukee more than they actually did, but Waterford now gets Waukesha West and Elijah Fort, their running back. And
you beat me to the punch.
Look, this is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Last year, they played West close, okay?
Right.
And it was a 2-point game or something crazy like that.
Correct.
They're beating West this year.
You know what? I'm riding that Waterford bandwagon until it stops. You know, first of all,
I love Steve Rooks, head coach of Waukesha West. He's one of the best in the state by far. So this has nothing to do with that. I just got a feeling that Balkan gets a second chance at West after having played them last year. Obviously, they've got some new personnel. Elijah Fort's different. But for the most part, he has an understanding of what's going on at West. I think he gets him this time.
Yeah, you know what? If I'm Waterford and I'm Balkan, I would just solely focus on Fort. I'd say, hey, throw the ball, give it to anybody else, but Fort is not going to hurt us.
I agree.
I mean, this guy has, almost 200 yards rushing this year.
Yep.
He is a go-to
Almost 2,000.
guy. Huh?
2,000.
Yeah, what did I say?
200.
200.
Yeah, 200
more than 200.
impressive.
By the way, my good friend Jake Bauer, the running back for the Waterford Wolverines, said, hey, can you tell that other guy not to call me Jack anymore?
Oh, Jack Bauer! My God! 24!
So Jake Bauer, he was joking, of course. Nice kid. Nice kid. But I love this team.
Jake, if I were you, I'd go get my name changed to Jack. Just saying, miles of ride away.
So anyways, now that we got that piece of business out of the way, last week when they played, they were down, I think, 7-0 at halftime. And they came out. I don't know what happened at halftime, but they just came out like they were starting the game over. Defensively, they are exceptional. I mean, this team...
But that, again, is a product of the coach. I mean, Balkan has had solid defenses for the most part since he's been there.
Yeah, and I think 4 of the last 5 games, they haven't given up more than a touchdown. So it tells you. I agree with you. I'm going to roll with them, and I think this is a team that... You talk about teams of destiny. This team isn't the best team in the state, not by far, but it is rolling right now.
This is the one thing I'm going to say, and I think
one thing.
Well, just about this game, Steve Rooks,
Okay, yeah.
I think is very good at what he does, and I think his offensive line play is always very solid at Waukesha West for the most part, and I think that's really what's going to come down to. If Waukesha West gets control of the line of scrimmage against Waterford's defensive line, that's going to be the game. Because regardless of who the running back is, that's what it's going to come down to.
I tend to agree with you, but Waterford has really good linebackers.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, if they can, have a neutral situation up front, I think the linebackers are going to take over. One guy we haven't given praise to this year, Max Fisher. He has 78 tackles this year. Been a monster. Another kid, Tom Benko, who last week, he looked like Ray Nitschke out there. I mean, it was just unbelievable. The guy was possessed. And of course, my guy, Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer, baby! 24!
So, good luck to the Wolverines.
That's awesome. Go get him, Jack! St. Catherine's in another win last week. Now, again, this isn't all that surprising because Gery Woelfel at the beginning of the year thought they had a chance to win state. So here we are, another game. Now it's the number 1 seed Lancaster. Now we got ourselves a game this week.
We do. Lancaster is a perennial state power. There's no doubt about it. And then on top of it, St. Catherine's has to travel. I forgot. Where are they playing the game?
They crushed Westfield area, by the way, last week. And I still don't know where the heck that is, but regardless, it doesn't matter. It's at Lancaster.
It's at Lancaster, yeah. So it's like, what did they say, like a 3-hour drive or whatever? That's crazy. It should not be played at Lancaster.
I think, I'll be honest with you.
That should be a neutral site.
I'll tell you what. If I was Dan Miller, if I was the coach over at St. Cat's, I'd get in the bus, I'd take the drive 3 hours, find like an indoor water park or hotel or something. Let all the high school kids have off of school tomorrow.
Wait a second.
Go hang out, relax all day on Friday, and then be ready for the game on Saturday. It's a Saturday afternoon game.
Mean travel, but
Leave today after school. Give them
high
the day off
school
school on Friday.
No, you can't do that.
Go have some fun like an indoor water park hotel, and then go play the game on Saturday.
And where are you going to find an indoor water park in Lancaster?
Well, you have to stop between here and Lancaster.
I mean, the only place of civilization is Madison between here and there.
There's a lot of good stuff in the Dells.
There is.
Great
There
Wolf
is.
Lodge and all those great places, yeah.
Yeah, you know what, though? St. Catherine's has won 9 straight games. Get this, Steve. In the last 5 games, they have outscored their opponents 235 to 15. I mean, they're crushing people. So they got to put on their hard hats, though, this Friday night. I mean, this is going to be by far their toughest test.
The other thing that's
since Lake
interesting,
Forest.
they scored 34 points last week against Lincolnia.
Yeah.
34.
Yeah.
And according to the Racine Journal-Times,
Well, then it's accurate.
that was the first time this year they haven't scored 40 points.
Yeah. In fact, I wrote it down here somewhere.
That's the first time all year that Lancaster hasn't scored 40 was in a game in which they scored 34.
Correct.
So if I'm St. Cat's, I'm going, boys, better score every time we touch it, because I got a feeling they're going to be scoring too. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a good
but
game.
they haven't played a defense like St. Catherine's.
Yep.
I'm telling you, the St. Catherine's has a linebacker named Corey McDonald, a senior.
Yep.
I think he is the best defense player in the county. I think he's a Division I, legitimate Division I player, and nobody's talking about him. He's just come on really well this season, and he's a playmaker. He's like Clay Matthews, almost like a Packers type.
So now you've dropped Ray Nitschke and Clay Matthews so far in this video.
Did I say Dick Butkus yet?
Not yet.
We're getting there.
Okay, maybe there's somebody at Catholic Center.
Oh, hey, by the way, just one other thing on Lancaster. They had 3 games of 62 points or more. I don't care what level of football you're at. If you have 3 games of 62 points or more, you're doing something right. So the defense has to show up.
But again, I preface that by saying it depends who you're playing.
Correct.
If you're playing a city school in Milwaukee, I'm not impressed. If you're playing, let me see what the competition looks like before we make that whether or not 62 is impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
You score 62 against Waukesha West, I'm greatly impressed. You score 62 on Waterford, I'm greatly impressed.
Now, here's the catch with Lancaster, too. We talk about their offense being so potent, but their defense is susceptible. They've given up a pair of touchdowns in each of the last 3 or 4 games.
Miller seems very impressed by their defense.
He's the coach.
Well, I know, but you're always going to get coach talk a little bit. You're always going to praise the other team. And I haven't seen Lancaster play, so I don't know.
All I'm saying, if St. Catherine's plays to its capabilities, they will win.
All right, so he's taking St. Cat's in that one.
Come on, baby. I'm 7-1 right now in the playoffs, or 6-1 in the playoffs. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm taking Waterford.
I like Dan Miller. I'll go St. Cat's.
Okay, thank you.
Fine.
Thank you.
That's
I have
fine.
to say. Next week you'll yell at me for persuading you.
Catholic Central at number 2, Lake Country Lutheran. That one is at Kettle Moraine on Friday night. And I don't know where I'm going yet for the high school blitz on Fox 6, but I may be at this game on Friday night. Who knows? To go see this game with Burlington Catholic Central. I think people all around the state now understand that regardless of what the record is by Burlington Catholic Central when they get in the playoffs, and I mean all over the state. I don't mean just here. I mean everywhere.
Everywhere, okay.
They look at it and go, I don't even care what the record is. It doesn't even matter that they're 7-4. I don't even care. I know what we're up against, and this is not going to be easy. I mean, they are literally just disposing of teams, kicking them out of the WIAA and moving on.
Are you done?
No, I am amazed by the run they're on right now.
Yeah, well, I'm not at all because, they have a balanced attack. I mean, Heilenthal, the quarterback, is sophomore. He's done a tremendous job. His touchdown to interception ratio is very good.
It's a sophomore?
Sophomore.
Oh, boy.
Cole Kreskin is one of the top 4 or 5 running backs in the county. So they got Brazawa, who's the wide receiver, who's maybe the best wide receiver in the county. So their offense is real balanced, and their defense is going to be solid. So it doesn't surprise me at all that Mr. Aldrich has his team where it's at.
Lake Country Lutheran, here we go again. They're up next for Catholic Central. Mm-hmm. I'm taking Catholic Central.
So you're taking all 3 counties teams here?
Yeah.
That might be a first.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who are you taking?
Catholic Central. I'm rolling with all these teams now. Objectivity went out the window on this session.
So I'm telling you, that Waukesha West game is going to be tough.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
That game's going to be tough, and that Lancaster game is going to be tough.
No doubt.
The Lake Country Lutheran game, maybe not as much. But those other two games, I think, are going to be tough football games for both of those two schools. Very, very tough.
Okay, one other thing before wrapping this up. Lake is a country or county? Country, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, they are ranked number 2. Lancaster is ranked number 2, and I think Waukesha West is ranked number 6. Okay, this is in the final.
Lancaster's 1.
Well, according to
They're the
the 1 seed. I'm saying the state, though.
Oh.
Okay, in the final Wisconsin
Yeah.
Football Coaches Association poll, okay, all 3 of these teams were either number 2 or number 6, right? Take a guess where Waterford, Catholic Central, and St. Catherine's were ranked.
Oh, I have no idea.
That's because they weren't ranked.
Well, Catholic Central, there's no way they were.
And St. Catherine's and Waterford, so congratulations to
Why
those
was
3
it St.
teams.
Catherine's?
Exactly. So, I mean, you're one of 8 teams right now still in the playoffs.
No,
And
seriously, why wasn't St. Catherine's ranked?
I have no idea, but they were.
What poll is this from?
The Wisconsin Football Coaches Association. It's on WisSports.
Really?
Would I lie to you? Yes, I would, but
I mean, have they seen St. Cat's play at all this year?
they obviously haven't been watching Junkies. You know?
I'll tell you what, if I was Coach Miller over at St. Cat's, I'd hold that damn thing up every week. Look at this. They still don't know who the hell we are. Look right here.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Every week I'd hold it up and go, at some point they're going to realize who St. Cat's is. That is ridiculous.
so my point is,
Oh my God.
they overachieved in a lot of people's eyes except their own. I mean, all these teams felt that they were good football teams, and they're proving it.
You said they were going to win state before the season started.
Yeah.
And these coaches don't even have them ranked? Oh my goodness. Seriously, Dad Miller, I'd be using that the rest of the way out. And it should have been using it probably all year. But I haven't seen that poll. He's Gery
Send all
Woelfel.
corrections to Steve Fifer if this isn't true.
That's what you said.
That's what I said.
Gery
Stand by what I said.
Woelfel of the Racine Journal-Times, C. Sparky, Fifer, Sports Radio 1250 WSSP. Hopefully next week we'll be back talking about 3 more games for all 3 of these schools. We'll talk to you next week right here at RacineSportsZone.com.
And we'll bring in Jack Bauer as a special guest.
Jack.